This week, Character.AI launched 3 self-produced microdramas. Viewers can watch the episodes on their phones, but they can also chat directly with the characters, ask them questions, and role-play new storylines. It's a television cast you can talk back to. At the same time, the cost of frontier artificial intelligence is dropping fast. Elon Musk's xAI released Grok 4.5, charging developers a mere $2 for every million words the model processes. And a newly published patent application from Meta outlines a concept for a wearable device that continuously records audio to infer a user's emotional state, specifically listening for sighs, laughter, and changes in tone. These systems are slipping into intimate personal spaces at a staggering pace. Meanwhile, federal lawmakers continue to watch from the sidelines, passing no sweeping regulatory laws to govern how these tools operate. If a $2 model provides confident but lethal clinical advice, or a companion bot hooks a vulnerable teenager into an endless parasocial loop, we have to ask who is actually in a position to catch the failure. The entities actively pushing back against this intimacy vacuum are not federal regulators. The friction this week came entirely from our oldest analog accountability tool, the paper trail. The first document is an independent benchmark report card from Artificial Analysis, published exactly 24 hours after Grok 4.5 went live. This dual-axis chart shows Grok's performance metrics. The model did get smarter, landing 4th on the overall intelligence index. But on the exact same test, the model's hallucination rate spiked to 54%. When this model does not know an answer, it answers anyway, and it answers smoothly. It is a system that is wrong more than half the time it ventures beyond its knowledge, wrapped in a veneer of absolute certainty. Right now, independent testing shops running speed evaluations are the single oversight mechanism keeping pace with the AI market. They run on zero legal mandate. Document 2 is a patent application Meta filed in December. It describes an AI system that provides personalized workout recommendations, but the document also reveals an intent to passively monitor health data. The filing explicitly notes the system could recognize a happier emotional state associated with the exact time a user takes their medication by measuring the lift in their voice. Inferring medication adherence from a microphone sits in a massive regulatory void. It falls squarely between HIPAA, state biometric statutes, and early chatbot legislation. Tech companies use public patent filings to stake their claim on these exact privacy gaps. The document serves as an early warning map of the spaces they intend to exploit before the hardware ever ships. The third document is a legal motion. On Thursday, 8 major news organizations, including the New York Times, asked a federal judge in Manhattan to sanction OpenAI and Microsoft. The plaintiffs allege that OpenAI spent 2 years making misrepresentations to the court, actively hiding and destroying the datasets and server logs that would prove exactly how ChatGPT was trained. This fight reaches far beyond copyright infringement. Every future lawsuit over what a chatbot said to a vulnerable user relies on the ability to pry those training records out of the lab. A judge will now examine the company's internal secrecy using a tool the general public lacks: federal subpoena power. Until disclosure laws catch up, the court docket remains the only instrument sharp enough to force a frontier lab to open its black box. For the final piece of paper, we look away from Silicon Valley. This is an award certificate from the UN's AI for Good Global Summit in Geneva. The prize went to Diversity, a Swiss company building an AI system called My Magic Room, designed to support neurodiverse teenagers who often wait years for tailored clinical help. This architecture doesn't use a black box chatbot. Instead, it translates behavioral and biometric signals into an interpretable profile. Schools and clinics are kept in the loop by design. The technology makes human caregivers smarter rather than trying to replace them. Soon the machines will get cheaper, chattier, and closer to our faces. Federal legislative frameworks will continue to lag behind the hardware. Safety relies on independent checkers, demanding human-in-the-loop architecture and reading the fine print. The paper trail is the single piece of the machine that cannot confidently make things up.